Okay, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're back. Michael with my co-host John, and this is Chat Room, and excited to get together again. Had some life changes and everything, but back on that Ramsey train, seeing what they are all about, helping the good people, and yeah, this one caught my eye, John, just with the title. I've made some dumb mistakes. And I feel like we've all been there. So the question
Yep.
is, are we going to relate to them, or are we going to just also just shake our head as
Hopefully not.
Ramsey and the team usually does? Yeah,
Hopefully we don't relate to too many.
yeah, we'll see. But yeah, let's go ahead.
Brought to you by the EveryDollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
Hello, guys. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Thanks for calling in. What's going on?
I'm actually in a big mess. So I have a backstory. I'm a starter, so you guys understand.
Okay.
About a year ago, I went through a really bad phase of depression, and I made some dumb mistakes that I'm now paying for. I got myself into $70,000 of debt. I purchased things I knew I couldn't afford, but I just didn't care at the moment. And today I'm making roughly about $20,000 a year, maybe a little less than that. I am working on getting my.
That's already this is already more of a hole than I felt we're used to.
I'm gonna be real honest. I'm not. I understand everybody's circumstances and stuff, but I feel like he has to be a business owner before this video goes further, because I don't know if that's like, if you're working full time, I don't know if that's possible to make in this economy.
Yeah,
when was this video posted?
Yeah, I mean 4 days ago, so presumably pretty recent.
I mean, even the lowest of low jobs are paying, like 13, 12.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what I was thinking. It's not even like, don't get me wrong, 70,000. That's already a lot. So that's an issue.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, and I do have friends. This ties back to life stuff, because as some of us have learned, if you hop around, sometimes that helps your salary.
Yep.
But yeah, I know people that have pretty not great jobs as far as pay. Like, they like it for other reasons.
Yeah.
And they've had them for a long time, but they're still not at that level. Like, I don't even know. And we're in a part of the country in Tennessee where you're not necessarily making like your big city income. I mean, you might do all right, but
right.
So 20. Yeah. Okay. I'm curious.
Very hard number to not get above in this economy. Maybe like in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
And everything. But I just, it's got to be a business owner, and his income is going to maybe the debt, or he's factoring what he profits versus spends.
Yeah. Maybe some liens. I don't know. I'm curious to hear more.
Let's do it.
A CDO, my commercial driver's license, so I can make more money. It's just really hard to get right now. But to break it down for you, I have about 19 or 18,000 in credit cards and personal loans debt.
Okay.
I have bought a car, a very expensive car. You guys are going to be so angry at me.
How much?
At least he
it was
knows.
$50,000. I now own 46,000 on it, and I also bought a motorcycle that I owe like 5,000 on it.
You owe 5,000 on the motorcycle?
Yeah.
Okay. Which do you want to get first? Do you want to get John's take, or do you want to get Jade's take? You get to choose, but you're going to get both.
Either one.
All right, here's the deal, man. First thing before you get going.
Wait, hold up, stop.
I need you when this call is over to go look in the mirror.
I mean, I love the Dave Ramsey team for trying to help out, but this is one of my big pet peeves against them. I mean, we didn't even get into like 50% of his life. We stopped after the credit cards and the motorcycle.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to throw it out there. I mean, like living, what is his bills a month? I mean, just there's so much more to life than a motorcycle and a credit card. Student loans, I mean, mortgages.
Yeah, and I was curious. I was curious too, because he mentioned the CDL. So then that gave me trying to think. I'm like, okay, well, what industry is he in? But maybe that's like an industry switch. Because you're right. and to be fair, I guess they try to cycle through these people pretty quickly, but they're they're not giving us a lot, and maybe that's just something we notice as somebody who watches and reacts to as many of these as we do.
Right. This is when Dave Ramsey gets off the seat of throne and just lets these young bucks get into it.
Yep. Yeah. It's so funny too. I thought you were going to be like, see, already they're going to be like the $2,000 truck, but we'll see. That's still quite possible.
Well, it almost seems scripted. Like they're just like they've got the Ramsey plan, and then they heard like some numbers, and they're like, their heads like automatically go to like calculations and sell this, sell that, and it's like you didn't even get the man's life story.
Yeah,
he told you he had credit card debt and a motorcycle and a vehicle, and now you want to give him a formula on how to fix his life, and you don't know if he's sick, you don't know if he's disabled, you don't know if he's got a mortgage that he probably should get rid of first, you don't know if he has student loans, like. But I'm gonna let the calculator formula go by sheet kind of people just do what they do for a little bit.
Yeah, no, you bring up a good point, but let's go back to
here and look yourself dead in the eye. Okay.
Yeah.
I need you to say the following: I screwed up, but I'm not a screw up. The game changes right now. Okay.
Yeah.
I need you to repeat that over and over and over. I'm worth fixing all this stuff. Okay. The funny thing, you calling me and Jade $70,000 doesn't make either of us blink, because we both had way, way, way more debt than that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And both of us have gone through ups and downs. So same team. All right. The $50,000 car that you owe 46 grand on, that's sold by the end of next week. Right.
Yeah. And I've tried selling the car already. I just owe so much money on it, and they will only give me like $34,000.
Who?
I don't have any money to pay for the upside
When
down.
you looked if you look on kellybluebook.com, what's the car worth? Or have you done that yet?
I've done it, yeah, $35,000.
So it's worth 35, you owe 46, so 10K upside down.
Yeah.
9K. All right. We're gonna deal with that. We're still getting out of this car, because at this point, 40,000 is worth it to take a $10,000 hit. So we're gonna talk about that.
Real quick, why are you only making $20,000, man?
Well, I don't know how to do much.
That's not true.
I don't believe that for 1 second. For 1 second.
Yeah, that's not true.
Yeah.
Can you deliver pizzas? Yes. Can you drive Uber? Yes. Can you go find a construction site of all those building sites out in Houston and just throw brick? Yes.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yes. You don't want to work. You're going to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right?
And you think that what you know, and it is important, because that's what's going to keep food on your table. That's what's going to pay off your debt. It is so important.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's change that.
Hey, are you in, Manuel?
Yeah, I'm in.
Okay. We believe in you, and we can't believe in you more than you believe.
Wait, hold up, stop.
Yeah.
There's so much missing to this. Like, I get their aggressive approach, because it's kind of like they're trying to be motivational. I feel like they're trying to be motivational to this guy to make smart decisions with his finances. But it's like, I don't know. Like, it just seems like there's, just from what we said at the beginning, there's so much missing to the story. Like, I mean, he could go Uber, he could go get the most labor job possible, lay brick, become a masoner or whatever, and order pizzas or deliver pizzas and all this different income stream. But I mean, do you ask him why he's not doing it?
Well, yeah. And it is interesting because, the guy rightfully backtracked and was like, hey, wait a minute, I want to know about this. So we got a little more. Honestly, I thought, and I don't know if it's just these new headphones, but I thought I even heard like a kid in the background. So this, now at this point it could be your house or his house, but either way,
could have been mine. I don't know.
Yeah, okay. Well, just, thinking about that, even if that wasn't it, if he's like a single dad or something, he may not be able to leave. Childcare is pricey. So yeah, there's extenuating things. I do agree. Like, whatever his primary job is, he could probably change that. But I think a lot of, at least the first things they were suggesting, like Uber or whatnot, those are usually like addendums. And frankly, depending on what your area is, it's kind of hard to make it worth more than the wear on your vehicle.
Right. Yeah.
So, that's kind of getting harder.
Yeah, well, I've always heard Uber driving is more of like you work throughout the week, and maybe you have a few extra bills that your job is gonna have a hard time paying for with all the other stuff that you have in life, and you need an extra $200 for a couple weeks to kind of like get back on your feet, pay some bills off, and kind of it's make $100 in a Friday night after work. Sacrifice, instead of hanging out with the family, going to bowling alley and spending $100, you can get in your car and make $100. You know what I mean? It's like one of those things, kind of like what you're saying. It's not a full time, I feel like, gig to where you could just make income just Uber eating. I mean, people do have it down to a science with electrical vehicles and this and that and their Priuses and spending little money to none to, but it's still not really like that good of an income job when you have 7K of debt on the line. And you would honestly have to get in more debt to get the right car with the right warranty and fairly a new car, because you need something that cranks up, starts, has no troubles every day, tire repairs, you know what I mean? So that would be more debt to even get into the category of that being a success, I feel like.
Yeah. That's what I feel is the hard part for anybody in this position is so many times your options tend to be things where you're like, oh, get this debt and then you can do this. Like even a CDL would be great if he already worked for a place that might pay for that himself, but that stuff's not cheap. That's taking his time. Hopefully he passes and gets it. But yeah, I don't know. Hopefully also, to your main point, they'll keep teasing out more information because it feels like it's coming in drips. But
I mean, that's one thing I like about Dave Ramsey when he talks to people about going to college with no scholarships or basically not going for free or their parents' assistance. I personally think every kid that graduates high school should save $10,000, sit at their parents' house for 3 to 4 months, ask them so nicely, if I pay the light bill, can I live in my room for 3 months, save up 10 grand? Now you have a ladder up in anything you choose in life. 3 months. You ain't got to stay there. You know what I mean? But what's 3 more months after walking across the stage in high school? You've been doing it your whole life. Like, that's the best time to do it.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And then all your friends are joining fraternities and, signing up with Sally Mae, like they say, in their bedroom, and you're over here getting ahead. So now you have $10,000 and you can either pay for that semester of classes and pay for your apartment and maybe get a little side job to keep it flowing, or you can go get your CDL's license, or you could just continue working and now you have a cushion in your apartment and you can start investing. 3 months will change your whole life path sometimes than to just not walk across the stage and go sign up for Sally Mae. It is a huge thing that should be addressed way more. 3 months is all it takes if your parents will allow you to do it. 3 months. It's the best scholarship that has ever been written right here, John Tiller.
I got no more to say than that, so I'm gonna just let him go because that was perfect.
That's a real scholarship, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah.